Welcome you all to the premises of Graphic Era. This lecture is regarding the course Engineering Mathematics 1. This course content is prepared by myself, Dr. Anand Chauhan, Head of Department Mathematics Allied Sciences. I'm the course coordinator, and my supporting team members Dr. Bhuvan Chand Joshi, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics Graphic Era, Dr. Abhinav Goyal, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics Graphic Era, and Dr. Alok Kumar Pandey, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics Graphic Era, University. The content of this course, Unit 1 is matrices, in which you study the basic concept of matrices, elementary row and column transformation, rank of a matrix, linear dependency and independency, consistency of a system of linear equation, Hermitian, skew-Hermitian and unitary matrix, characteristic equation, eigenvalue and eigenvectors, and Cayley-Hamilton theorem, which is based on characteristic equations, and diagonalization. Unit 2 is the calculus 1, the sequence of the series, in which you will be learn Leibniz test, Cauchy root test, and ratio test. These tests is used to find the behavior or says convergency of a series. Then there is a basic sum basic of differential calculus. Then the higher order derivative, success in differentiation, and Leibniz theorem, which is based on the differential calculus. Then the limit, continuity, and differentiability of two variable. Then you learn partial differentiation, homogeneous function, Euler theorem. Then the Taylor and Maclaurin series expansion of one or two variable. Unit 3 is calculus 2, in which we will discuss the extrema or say the maxima minima of function for two variables. Then the method of Lagrange multiplier, which is used to optimize the function, and introduction of Jacobian and property of some Jacobian of implicit and explicit function, and functional dependence. Unit 4 is based on the integration. Here we discuss the multiple integral, in which some introduction of integration, then double and triple integral, change of order of integration, beta and gamma function, and some application of multiple integral, area and volume, and Dirichlet integral. Unit 50 is a part of vector calculus, in which some introduction of vectors, then you're able to understand what is gradient, divergence, curl of a vector and their physical interpretation. Then we discuss the line, surface and volume integral, Green, Stock and Gauss divergence theorem based problem. Outcome of that course, after completing this course, you can able to understand the concept of matrix, you can able to solve the system of linear equations, you can understand the basic concept of the differential calculus, and you will be able to apply the various problems based on the engineering disciplines. And you also analyze and handle the maxima minima value of the function of two or more variable with its application to the engineering system. You solve the multiple integral and apply to find the area and volume, and utilize the vector calculus in different engineering systems. So the basic concept of the matrix. So what is matrix? So matrix is a structural representation of rows and columns which is enclosed within two brackets. So this is a matrix having the four element A, B, C, D, which is structured as A, B, right in horizontal line, CD, and when we say AC and BD are the vertical lines. So these horizontal lines is called row, and these vertical lines says is column. Similarly, the next one, this is again a 2 by 2 matrix having the four element, and this is a matrix having the two elements. Now the order of the matrices. Matrix having the m rows and n column is called matrix of order m cross n, or sometimes we simply say m cross n matrix. So here is a general representation of a matrix m cross n. Now here we have m rows and n columns. So the order of that matrix is m cross n. Now here there is important That is, if we say we have an element A22, it means this element has in position second row and second column. Or if we say there is an element A32, it means the position of that element is lies on the third row and the second column. Now we discuss type of matrices. So first, the column matrix or vectors. What's the column vector? A matrix is said to be column matrix if it has only one column. Or in general, we say a Aij m cross 1 matrix. The order of that matrix is m cross 1. This is a column matrix of order m cross 1. So these are some column matrices. Example of some column matrices. There is only single column in that matrices. Now the next, row matrix. A matrix is said to be row matrix if it has only one row. Or in general, we say A equal to Aij 1 cross n, means the order of the row matrix of order 1 cross n. Here are some examples. 1, 1, 6. The order 1 cross 3. This is 1 cross 4. Or this is the order of 1 cross n. Means it has one row but we have n columns. Now the square matrix, a matrix in which number of row is equal to the number of column, is said to be the square matrix. Thus we can say M cross n matrix is said to be a square matrix if M is equal to n, and it's also known as a square matrix of order n. There is an example 1 3 3 0 1 1 3 0. So the order of that matrix is 2 cross 2. And another example, we have 113 111 990 661. So we have 3 rows and 3 columns. So this is a square matrix. Now the diagonal matrix. A square matrix B is said to be diagonal matrix if all its non-diagonal elements are 0. Or in mathematical term, we say is said to be diagonal matrix if the element Bij is 0 when I is not equal to j. Means except the principal diagonal element, all others are 0. So that matrix is called diagonal matrix. So this is of order 3 cross 3 diagonal matrix, and this is of order 4 cross 4 diagonal matrix. This is the principal diagonal, and all other elements are 0. Non-diagonal elements are 0. Now the unit or identity matrix. So a square matrix in which each principal diagonal element are all are 1 and rest all are 0 is called an identity matrix. It is denoted by I. So it is similar to the diagonal matrix, but in the principal diagonal all element should be 1. So we can, in mathematical term, we can say if A equal to Aij is a unit matrix if Aij is 1 if I is equal to j, and Aij is 0 if I is not equal to j. So this is the identity matrix of order 2, and this is the identity matrix of order 4. The principal diagonal of that matrix is 1 and all other are 0. Now the null or zero matrix. A matrix is said to be zero matrix or null matrix if all the elements are 0. It's denoted by O. So this is a null matrix of order 3 cross 1. All the elements are 0, and this is a null matrix of order 3. All the element of this matrix is 0. Now the equality of two matrices. Two matrices are said to be equal only when all the corresponding elements are equal. For example, if we have a two matrices A and B, A is of order 3 cross 3 and B is also 3 cross 3, then the position of each element in A is similar or says same in the position of the element of B. Suppose if we take an element A 2 3 or 2 2, the same element is in the B matrix on 2 2 and 2 3. So we can say the matrix A and B is equal. Here we have to know the size or the dimension should be equal for equivalent of two matrices. Now we will discuss some operation on the matrices. So Addition and subtraction of two matrices. The sum or a difference of two matrices A and B of the same size yield a matrix C of the same size. Means if we want to add two matrices, so they have the same order. So the element should be add to the corresponding element. Means Cij is equal to Aij plus minus Bij. Aij is the element of matrix A and Bij is the element of matrix B. If we add or subtract these matrices, we get a new matrix C whose element position is Cij. For example, if we have a matrix 2 cross 3, 7, 3, minus 1, 2, minus 5, 6, plus if we add another matrix, suppose B, 1, 5, 6, minus 4, minus 2, 3. So the corresponding element 7 plus 1 we get 8, and 3 plus 5 we get 8, minus 1 plus 6 we get 5, and in the similar manner we add the second row elements. And if we subtract or take a difference of two matrices A minus B, so 7 minus 1 we get 6, 3 minus 5 we get minus 2, minus 1 minus 6 we get minus 7, and for the similar for the second row. So this is the addition of subtraction of two matrices. Here we have to note the matrix of a different size cannot be add or subtract. Now come to the multiplication. First we see the scalar multiplication of matrix. So the matrices can be multiplied by the scalar or its constant or a single element. So here we take a k be a scalar quantity and suppose A be the matrix, then every element of matrix A is multiplied by k. For example, if we have a matrix capital A and an scalar quantity small k, so that is scalar quantity small k is multiplied to each element of the matrix A. So we get k a11, k a2, a12, k a13, and in the similar manner for the second row and third row. Now the multiplication of two matrices. So here we have to understand when the matrices are multiplied. So the product of two matrices A and B is defined if the number of column of A is equal to the number of row of B. Means if we have to multiply two matrices, suppose matrix A is of order 2 cross 3 and matrix B of order, how we multiply? We multiply first row with the first column. So 1 into 4 plus 2 into 6 and 3 into 5. And the second element we get this row multiplied by the second column. So 1 into 8 we get 1 into 8, 2 into 2 plus 3 into 3, and similar we multiply the second row with the first column and the second column. So we get 31, 21, 63, 57. So we obtain a 2 cross 2 matrix. Here we have to note AB is not generally equal to BA. Means if we multiply A cross B is not necessarily is equal to B cross A. Here is an example. Is AB is equal to BA? So let A and B be the matrices. Suppose we have a matrix A of order 2 cross 2 and another matrix B of the same order 2 cross 2. The element of A is 1, 5, 2, 0 and B is 3, 0, 4, 2. So if you multiply A cross B, so we obtain a matrix of order 2 cross 2, 3, 8, 15, 20. But if we multiply B cross A, so the first row multiply with the first column and the first row with the second column, we obtain a matrix that is 23, 6, 10 and 0. So here the matrix AB and BA are different, so we say AB is not equal to BA. So you always remember matrix multiplication is not commutative. Remaining part we will be continuing the next lecture. Thank you.